Here he is. How you doing, Jacob? How you doing, my friend? Oi, oi, Savaloy. Right, let's get in. Oh, Ollie's here. That's good. That's good. Quick fire question off the bat. Go for it. Go for it. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Ask me anything that you like. Feels like I've not done this in ages, but I'm sure I was here last Tuesday. It's just this week has been absolutely mental. Even Pat's here. Pat, hello, Card King. Hello, sir. Giving you the subs at the show we covered insurance-wise, etc. in case of any loss or damage. Absolutely. Oh, sorry. No, sorry. I see what you mean. I thought you meant like insurance in transit. So no, I actually have specific insurance for trade shows. So I'm covered. I'm covered at trade shows. So if you give me cards at trade shows, I'm covered for that as well. So yeah, definitely. I'm waiting for my train. Needed some entertainment. We actually got a banger of a card in here. So yeah, there will be a slight entertainment. I hope. Or is it better to just say no? So yeah, Jake. If you come to the London Card Show, which I'm really looking forward to, the actual insurers, one of my insurers is there, TL Dallas, and they do specific insurance for trade shows. So yeah, absolutely covered. Big night for Pat. Pat, why is it a big night for you, sir? Why is it a big night for you? Right. So anyway, welcome. Last few days have been absolutely mental for me. I've had barely any sleep. But the subs are now ready. Subs are being picked up tomorrow to go to PSA, SGC, and CSG. I cannot wait to definitely get the CSG ones back. I really like this Slabs. I really like this Slabs, and I think they're going to take over a lot of where people submit to in terms of the lower end stuff. I just think it's an absolute game changer. Thanks, Solly. Oh, sweet. I might give that a watch later because I've got some boring admin to do. So I need something to watch. So I'll give that a watch. Sweet. Cartkin got something to break. I will see you in the John at the show. Yeah, John messaged me. He was like, "Oh yeah, Ryan's thinking of coming." I was like, "Who's Ryan?" I didn't even know. I don't think I knew you guys knew each other. But yeah, mate, come down. Are you staying over or what? But anyway, we're gonna crack into this. People, if you've got any questions, please ask. But anyway, yes, what I've had in the past like week or two is a lot of conversations on where the hobby's going in the UK, and I'm really excited personally in the potential of what the hobby could be from a business perspective. Like I love the hobby, but if I'm actually being like realistic, in the last 3-4 weeks, I don't think I bought one PC card. I've ripped a few boxes to sell cards, and I've ended up keeping a few, but like I've just been that busy. I've not been able to. But seeing the business opportunity, and there's a few of you guys, Card King, Ollie, who who either break or trying to take what you're doing now to the next level. I just think it's really exciting to see the potential of what can happen. And like I said, just recently, for some reason, like last 2 weeks, every conversation I've had has been on what is going to happen in the hobby in the next 12 months. And you can see, the thing is, you can see it. You can see how like more people are talking about it, how more mainstream it's coming, how more players are coming into the game. Like I can't remember who I was speaking to yesterday or the day before or 4 days before. I really can't remember. But like, think of all the players that are coming into the game. eBay's got a vault for trading cards. Collector.com, PSA, Golden, they're getting a vault this summer. Lower price submissions. PSA, or the collector's world, is now valued at 4.44 billion now. Like, if you've got like if you've got that business mindset because you want to do something, now's the time to get in, because look at who's coming into the space. Literally the biggest people in whatever industry, music, Drake. A lot of sports stars are now buying their own cards. Like, this space is absolutely going to be huge. So for me, it's just really exciting because obviously I want to try and bring that value to as many people as possible. Looking forward to the CSG slabs. Need to get some cards sent over to. Oh, mate, Aiden. Honestly, like, I'm genuinely not just saying this. I think the CSG slabs, and I've not got any here. I think the CSG slabs are just a game changer. Because they've taken out that the green, what was kind of, you kind of either loved it or you hate it, and it's just more. It is like a kind of mixture of other people's slabs, but it just makes it look nice. That mixed with the price point, that mixed with the how big they actually are as a company, it's so exciting. It's so exciting. What's the limit on economy before it jumps? Limit for PSA. Limit on economy is $999. Yeah, $999. So excited for the show, Aaron. Looking forward to. Yeah, man, we definitely need to speak up again. Like, I loved it. I loved it the Friday before last when we got to speak and meet up. So yeah, definitely. Are you staying for a bit after the show? Pat, Aaron. Oh, there we go. Aaron's here. Right, because we've got some of your cards, so we can get started now. Joanne, hello. How are you? How busy are you with grading requests, Aaron? Is it an indication of the health of the hobby in the UK? No, that's a great question. Like, I've mentioned it a few times in the past year that we're all moving towards the same goal. Now, I'll elaborate on that a little bit in a few minutes, and hopefully it makes sense. But like, we all go from breaking, coming in, breaking everything, and ripping products and buying cards and then buying too many. Then we get to a point where it's like, we actually need to sell now. And I think we're in this space in the UK where we've all amassed all these cards. But what's not happening, and again, I can't remember who I was speaking to about it. What's not happening is the ecosystem of buying, then selling, then reinvesting that money into cards. So if I bought 10 cards, or if I bought a pack of cards, I've then put £200 into that. Let's say then I found one of one auto in there and I get 1,000 back. The likelihood is I'm then going to put that money back into trading cards or sports cards, or most of the money back into trading cards or sports cards, and then it keeps that flow going. So I'm then going to buy from Paul because he's got a card that I want to buy. Paul's then got the money to buy from Fred. Fred's got the money to buy from Mohammed. Mohammed's got the money to then buy something from, and that's how it keeps going. That's the bit we don't have in the UK at the moment, unless the deal is like, it's like a $10-20 slab. We need to start working up to like the higher levels to help really grow the economy in the UK. And a lot of people, I think, are struggling with sales. Like, not that I'm struggling because I've just not listed, but like, it's hard to sell in the UK. What we need is we need to build like this kind of, like I said, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, trade, buy, sell, trade, whatever it is, in the UK for us, before we start like expanding everywhere else. Because the one thing that's going to struggle is import exports within the UK. Like GTS, biggest distributor of sports cards in the world, I suppose, in America, so in the world. And they've opened up a new hub in Ireland. Doesn't make it any easier for us because we still got to pay VAT on what comes in. They're not going to change the pricing to kind of reflect that. So it's still going to be hard. David Adams opening up in Holland. Obviously, again, Europe, we're going to struggle. It's not going to make that. That's not going to make it any easier for us. So we need to kind of build this system in the UK. And I've just been thinking or trying to think of ways to, not that I'm gonna be the person to think of the idea, but it's just the way I think is like, well, how can we make it better for us? How can we make it easier for people in the UK to buy, sell, buy product, rip product, sell monster cards? How can we do that? So I just think it's going to take a few of us to kind of figure that out. But the way I was going with it is that it's really exciting that there's so many opportunities in this space. There's no one dominating any one thing, in my opinion. There's no one dominating any one thing. There's no. Well, I say that London card shows obviously dominating. They're doing really well, but there's still space for other people to come into into doing a show, into becoming a big breaker, into becoming a group submitter, into having their own grading card company. There's no one like who is truly oh well, there's no point in me doing that because they're doing it to X level kind of thing, which is really exciting for me because it's one of those things where you look at it and you think, right, I wish I bought Bitcoin. You know, I wish I bought Apple when it was $10 a share or whatever. For me, that's this opportunity, and that's why I'm so excited about it, because I see this in 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. No matter, even if it's a bubble, I still think it's got a period of time where it's gonna continue to do well. And even when you look at the you can see how excited about it, because I'm not even looking at a message, I'm just like, oh, this is exciting. Even when you look at stuff like Break, someone put it really well in that Breakin, even whatever connotations it has, and it's gambling and this, that, and the other. When you gamble a tenner and you lose, you've lost that tenner, right? When you gamble on buying a product, yes, you're gambling on trying to get something very decent out of that product, but then there's also other cards in there that you can still retain the value. And then there might be a period of time when that one card, Dusan Vlahovic, what we're selling for $2, a year later sells for $130. So that's what I like about sports cards. It gives you that buzz of trying to get something from a pack, that childish excitement of just ripping a pack, seeing what you can get, not getting anything, but then 2 weeks later that player scores a hat trick, and boom, that £2 card, that $2 card's now a £10 card, $10 card. So yeah, that's really exciting for me. I'll shut up now. CSG is number 2 through me, man. Aiden, you know what? I agree. I think CSG. Again, I just think that I want to. I don't know if it's going to be this month or it might be my next one, because I just don't have the time now. The next submission, I want to send like 100 cards, because I think there's going to be a period of time where people cotton on to CSG once all the slabs start coming back. And people are like, fuck yeah, CSG are the ones. CSG are the ones. They're cheap. The slabs look and feel so good. Look really good. And then that helps us in the UK, because not everyone can afford PSA. Not everyone likes SGC. Not everyone can afford BGS. Not all the tiers are open. Not everyone likes MGC. But I think that SGC is at that space where everyone can buy into CSG. And I think that people, once they, like I said, start seeing it, once more slabs come up on the market, yeah, I think they're going to be amazing. Do CSG regrade 9.5s as 10 in the new slabs if you return them? Yeah, they do. And it costs, I think it's cost $5. Cost $5. Yeah, it costs $5. So I can help with that, definitely. We'll see. I'll be driving. Yo, Kiwi Sports Cars. Hello, Wheezes. Hello, Joanne. Sorry, you've probably answered the question before, but what is pop count? Oh, okay. So pop count is the amount of cards, the amount of that card. So if they're that are being graded at that level. So if it's a pop, so for instance, this specific, where's the camera? This specific Kylian Mbappe, it's a base, so there's probably going to be quite a lot. But let's just say it was a rare card. This position, the pop count would reflect this card, the details of this card, the grade, and how many of the same card in the same grade is in that population report. So it could say that there's 10 other of this card in a grade 9. Then that's what the pop report is. And again, that's another thing that's really important. Well, it's going to become more important, I believe, because again, the rarer the card, that's what we're all going for. We're all going for the gem mint, gem mint 10s. But if there's 20,000 gem mint 10s, it doesn't actually make that card that rare. What you're looking for is the cards that are never going to really have that high pop report. Not to say high pop report cards aren't going to sell. Obviously they do, but that's the point of sports cards and collectibles. It's the rarity that you're often looking for. I'm selling a lot of low end. Yes, there is. Do you have any guys? No. Do any of you guys know if they're working there? In terms of the show, by the way, might as well make it an exclusive now. I'm going to get Harry on next Monday, probably on Instagram Live, and we're just going to have a conversation about card shows, what he's doing, plans and stuff like that. So anyone wants to jump on that one, I'll remind everyone obviously close to time because I'll forget myself. So anyone closer to time, then we can that'll be a good conversation. I'm really looking forward to speaking to Harry and seeing what those guys are doing over there. I'm selling a lot of lower end cards. Higher end is a lot tougher currently. Higher end's very tough, very tough. In the UK, it's very tough. All the higher end is selling as being abroad, and that's the other thing. Weezers is if you're looking at Asia, you're looking at America. That's where you usually, because they understand better than we do pricing. They've been doing it for years. Obviously in America decades, so they understand when a price is set, it's usually set right in America, whereas we're still protective in the UK of pricing. We've got a card that's we think it's $2,500, but you probably, if you want the sale's probably at $1,300, but you don't want to do that. You want to wait till it could go to 2,000 or 2,005 for you to go, yep, that's it, I've done it before. But sometimes you've got to take the hit, right? Okay, I'm not going to get that. I'm going to get the 13. I'm going to reinvest that 13. I'm going to turn that 13 into 20. And you can keep going up. Sell low end to build a pot to buy high end. Yeah, agreed. And that's again where I think CSG comes in hand, with the fact that if you have low end, because the value service is only $250. So if you think about, if you've got cards that are 10, no, maybe not 10, 20, 30, 40 quid. So let's say you bought a card for 20 quid and you slabbed it at CSG for £12.50. That's £32.50. You get a 10, you're going to double your money. You're going to sell that for then 60 quid because that person who's buying that that's still a bargain. Again, it's always going to depend on what card it is. That's not every card, but cards that usually when a raw card sells for a 20 quid, it probably will get a decent markup. Not the ones that sell for £1, because £3, but the ones that sell for 10, 15, 20 quid in a slab, in a 10, you're likely to get more than what you put into it, or more than selling raw, and people just feel safer with people will feel safer with graded cards. So that's why I just think it's a very good route. So yeah, even low end, you let's say you had £100 now and you've got a box of cards, you can grade eight, cards. So that then £100 for those cards that you've got sitting in a box somewhere, easily turn that into that 100 that you had, that you've just invested in grading, into 2, 3, 400 easily. And that's without question. Again, it's cards that are selling probably 5, 10, 15, £20, not like your £1 base cards, but cards that are numbered, refractors, autographs, are likely to demand that higher amount. And again, £50 for a slab is not expensive, but to you, for what you've invested, it's actually really good. Do you think people are overpricing cards? 1000%, me included. Like I'm not exempt from this. Kiwi sports cards, people absolutely overpricing cards. And but like I said, it's an education thing. It's an education thing for us in the UK. Like this is all still brand new to us. So having this is in a marketplace, I think what the other transition I'm seeing, and this is where I might get some blowback or some heat. There was a time 3, 4, 5 months ago when collectors were dead against selling any cards, dead against grading, dead against doing all this, that, and the other. I've seen the change myself, where collectors are like, okay, it's not too bad. It is what it is now, and I expected that. Like it's one of those things. It's a market. The market's always going to dictate where you buy cards, what you sell the cards for, what you buy the cards for. So if the collector is wanting to buy cards, because they're always going to want to buy cards, because that's what they are. True to the heart, they're a collector. But if that card that they used to buy for 50 quid is now 500 quid, well, they're going to have to sell something to buy that card. Because no one's got an endless stream of money. So they're going to have to sell their cards. So they're going to have to grade the cards, because that's how you get more money. And so that's how it all works. And like I said, I've seen the transition from people being like dead against flippers, dead against selling cards, dead against grading cards. Change of attitude, and and again, fair play to those people, because you change, you have to change, you have to adapt. So to say, they might not like it, and they might want it back how it was 5 years ago, but it's just not going to be that anytime soon, in my opinion. You're starting to dominate the grading market. Hopefully, give me a year, and hopefully, maybe give me 6 months, and hopefully that'll that's always going to be my mate. Like I said, even if there's someone in this space, even if there was a person to dominate in one thing, it still helps everyone else, because there's only so much one person, one company can do. PSA, the king. SGC is still making money. MGC is still making money. BGS is still, I think they're still making money. CSG is still making money, but PSA are absolutely top of the hill, king of the hill. So there's always going to be opportunities, and like I said, for me, the more the merrier. Really and truly, the more the merrier. The more people that come into it, the more people that try and do businesses. It creates, more attention on what that thing is. I like how CSG slabs are the same size as PSA 2. Yeah. I was talking to, was it John? Yeah, John came round the other day, and we was talking about. And I was showing him that it's the same. It's either a little bit smaller, like tiny bit smaller, and a little bit thicker, or the other way around. So again, it's just seamless, but the way that the feel of the slabs are just way better. Yo, bro, Danny Don, how are you, sir? Man, I've not. Oh God, you and Alex, I've not spoken to in ages. Last 2 weeks have been absolutely crazy for me. Like I've just literally 19-hour days. So apologies, my friend. I hope you're well. So we've got 3 boxes. I'm getting to the end of the messages now, so I'll go. go into what we've got here. So, but if anyone's ever got any questions on the hobby, like I said, for me it's an exciting space. There's so much money to be made. There's so much money to be made. There's so many nice cards to be collected. I want to actually start a new PC. I'm sick and tired of my Richarlison PC, and it doesn't do autographs, so I need a new PC, and I don't know whether I'm going to do one player or a set, because I forgot. I don't know if they're watching. Someone did the Stadium Chrome, all of it to $399, and it looked sensational. It looked absolutely beautiful, and I might try and do something like that. So. Yeah. Soccer card dealer, my guy. I seen your followers been going up. It was only like a week. You was on about 30, 40. Now you're getting up there. Maximus, hello. How are you, sir? I'm good. Did you send to SGC? Yes. So, well, they've been packaged. They get picked up from my address. They're getting picked up tomorrow. So yes. Finally, they're out. It's been so long. I actually need to go into like how hellish this week has been, but I'll speak about that at another opportunity. Oh, Ronnie's in. Ronnie from the Top Loaded podcast. Make sure to check that out. Still such a new and fresh market in the UK. Still developing. Will be very interesting. Our scene in 12, 24 months. Yeah, that statement. 100% agree with that. I think. Just look at the previous 12 months. Many of us now have been in this hobby for at least 12 months. It's a different ball game now. It's a different ball game from what it was back then. Even in terms of, because the market was higher. The market, so a year ago you'd be able to sell for cards. It was relatively easy to sell cards, and I think it was just because it was newer. Now people are kind of settling into the things that they're buying. The market's dipped. And it's dipped quite a lot. And then, like I said, the high end in the UK is not doing as good. But I don't think it's an indication that no one wants to do sports cards. I think it's the absolute opposite. I think people are just waiting for the right opportunities, and they're not selling when they should be selling. Like I said, myself included. Who's the manual? Would you rather soccer card supply on Twitch? Would you rather send a $30 to $50 card to SGC or CSG then? Oh, that's a good question. I'm going to go CSG. I genuinely believe in CSG. My only reservations, I had 2 reservations from when they announced CSG 2 years ago. And again, for those who might not know, CSG is is a subsidiary of a bigger company called CGC, or I think it's CG. I think the parent company is called CGC. They value coins, they grade coins, notes, Pokemon, they're big on. Comic books, they're the leader in comic books, which is why they're so good as a business, because they've had this locked down, this grading game locked down. I'm loving the new scale. I think if you can get a 10 in, the perfect 10, I think they're calling it now, in CSG, that's going to be absolutely worth money. And then again, you've got to think about, even if you're a PSA guy, if you were the PSA person, the likelihood of you, because a lot of people now are wanting to cross over the cards. I'm getting so many people asking me about crossovers, but because their grading scale is so harsh and it's so hard to get that 10, I'm against crossing over, because I don't see the purpose of for PSA, for instance, of them getting a 9.5 and crossing over to a 10 for them. But if you can get a great grade in CSG at a way cheaper slab, it makes sense to cross it over if you value PSA more, and obviously the price reflect that. So it's a great question, though. It is a great question, because I do still like SGC. I just think in the next year, I think it's going to be a very close battle between SGC and CSG. I think CSG. I think SGC, the Tuxedos, can improve a lot, and I think there's things that they can do to become even better. I like their ownership structure. Oh, sorry. I like the CEO. I think I think the way he owns stuff and comes out and the way he speaks is really good. I do like SGC. HGA have just been bought out as well, I believe, or they've got some new management, so that could, maybe change the game a little as well. So again, but all these people are coming in, and it's going to be, to keep up, it's going to be innovation after innovation after innovation, and it's just going to bring more money in it. It's going to bring more people into it. Even in the next 6 months, it's going to change massively because of the eBay vault, because of the PSA vault. It's going to be just a totally different space soon. Fancy PC in Beckham. Do you know what? Even when Beckham came out, I was never major. I still want my Thierry Henry rookie. That's what I want. Hey Josh, you alright, mate? I'm trying, bro. You're doing it, mate. You're doing it. Honestly, I'm starting PC. Oh, mate, that's sevens. That's gonna haunt you the rest of your life. That's gonna haunt you the rest of your life. Wheeze, isn't that what you're? Everyone holding out November, December for the World Cup. Everyone is. But I think that's where, like I said, there's going to be an upturn. But like you really just don't know. I actually received and for those who have got cards at graded gem, I didn't go through graded gem. I did it myself, but I received the grades today for my February 2021 submission. So 15 months after I've now got my submission. And then you look at those cards and they were base cards. It was insane. Like they're all there's a few nice cards in there. There was a Christian Pulisic to 125 which gemmed. Actually all of them was 9 or 10s. It was insane. That was my first submission. It was crazy. For what I did for other people. But so yeah, sorry. So and then to look at those cards compared to the cards that are being subbed now, night and day. Absolutely night and day. And that for me, that's where I see, like I said, where I see the progression. So 15 months ago, people were submitting base cards, and then 6 months after that, people were like, "Why are you submitting base cards?" And then people will question and say, well, "Yeah, why am I submitting base cards? They're not going to sell for anything." Obviously, the price point was lower and it was cheaper, yes, but even then, submitting base cards is an insane thing to do. Great, and there's the goal. The final person, Gus, is in. Hello, sir. Who are owned by Fanatics, basically, too. Yeah, I mean the Fanatics deal. Michael Rubin, Josh Lubin. I mean the space is absolutely gonna be banging for the next 2 years at least. I've sent you a DM regarding invoice. Oh, cheers, mate. Thank you. Yeah, I've still got about 5 more invoices to send, but I'm one of those. I like to get everything ready, everything out the door. We can sort out that in the next few days. That's absolutely fine. So any cards that have been submitted, they've all packed and ready to go. I collect them comics too. See, I wanted to collect comics. I've never been a comic book guy, but I don't know. I love the artwork. Come on, I want to see these. I've actually got an Henry in it. So we're gonna start with Aaron. We're gonna start with Aaron's cards. I think they're Aaron's. Let me see which ones these are. They're mine. So I've had one where I subbed 5 cards on economy. Yeah, Michael Rubin's a guy. Michael Rubin's a guy for sure. I just love smart. I love business and just people who just kind of know what the next thing is. And he's one of those guys. He is one of those guys. Right. So, thank you for patiently waiting. I genuinely, again, I always come on thinking, right, I'm only going to be half an hour. I was just going to come on, do this. And then here's me 40 minutes later, still speaking random stuff. So, we have, I think this is the first, I think this is my first baseball one. This is from Brighton Card Breaks, Ollie. Never had a baseball. I don't think I've had a baseball one before. Well, here we go. Alan and Ginter. Pete Alonso. I've heard the name, so I'm guessing he's very good. Because I tend to at least try and know who the top people in the sport are. So 2020, Pete Alonso. These ship tomorrow as well, by the way. But is that on card? Yeah. On card. Polar Bear Pete Alonso. Is that because he's ice cold? If that's true, yeah, that's a pretty cool nickname. So we've got Pete Alonso. My guy, Polar Pete. Do you know, I don't think I've ever watched a baseball game. Not like in full. I've seen highlights. I don't think I've ever watched one. I would want to go, though. I would want to go to one, I think, just for the experience. But I've never actually watched a game before. It just seems really long. Seems like it would be really long. I remember playing rounders, and that took forever. So that's our first one. Baseball is terrible. Then we've got another baseball one. Is this another on card? Nice. Prospects autographs. Carlos Colmenares. It's better in person than on TV. See, yeah, I do. I want to see it in. I think it'd be really cool in real life. I think it'd be really cool. Like, obviously, I want to see the Yankees. I think. Just because steeped in history. So Carlos Colmenares. I'm guessing he's good, or a good youth. But there we go. So thank you, Ollie. Brighton Card Breaks. Are you breaking any baseball, Ollie? Or like, are you breaking? Or are you are you still doing football at the moment, or are you looking to do kind of? Is it because football? Are you doing football because that's just like what the people that are kind of in this space now? That's what they do. Would you like to do like more baseball, NFL, NBA, or would you always just stick to football? Oh yeah, I wonder what you meant then. I see. CC is a youngster. That's his first card. Oh, okay, interesting. So we got an 8.5 on this. Jude Bellingham to 5. So this was the economy tier. Would love to break baseball, but there's not currently the demand for it. Yeah, I thought okay, makes sense. Like, this is mental. Is that a... Nah, that won't knock it down. This looks weird. Is that part of the case? Yeah, bit of an idea this one because it was mint. There's just a little thing there, but like you can't even see it on here. Like there, top right. Some cards baffle me. There you go. There we go. Josh, don't, mate. And I remember looking at this and I was like, this is super clean. Like, you can see the reflection all the way down. So surface is mint. The centering, even they give 60-40. So even if this was off center slightly, because it's closer to that edge a little bit, 8.5. Centering on the back. Again, tiny bit off centre, but they give 70/30 on the back. Yeah, shout out that one. Ooh, nice one coming up. David Beckham, 4,039 of 8,000. Got an 8 on this one. And these are a tough card because like the way the surfaces and corners and how old the card is. So an 8 is very decent on this. Very decent. That's a really cool card though. Like this is Futera back in 1998. So that's 10 years ago. So that's what, 24 years. That's not 24 years ago. It's 24 years ago. Oh, that's sickening. 24 years ago. But there you go. Yeah, that's a mint one. Yeah, that's really nice. And then another one. You can see in the corners, look. There. You see that whitening into the corner there. Whitening into the corner there. And to that corner. And a tiny bit to that corner. So we got an 8. But again, rookie card, David Beckham. This is the one you want. 8 is Aaron will make money on this. Which is, again, the purpose. This is the point of us doing it. He's going to make money. It's a card that you want. Nice little flip there. Nice one, sir. Nice little flip there. Yes, I mean, it's, like I said, some cards baffling. So you want to see mine? I've got a few nice ones in here. I think there are a few nice ones. Yeah, that was annoyingly one of the. Yeah, oh, that was that one. Yeah, I remember you saying. Yeah. We thought it was going to be less. Am I on the Futera hype train? I'm not, but I do like Futera. I like Futera as a company. I like the marketing director. I've spoken to the marketing director a few times. He's a good guy. I think again they have potential to do a lot more because of the licenses that they have. I like the way they do some certain drops. I'm not fully on the hype train, but again I do like certain things that they do. I think they do things better than what other Panini tops. I think they do stuff better than what they do. For me, I'd like just a bit more variation in the design. I think that's where I would challenge them. Is I just think they all look the same. Like there's just this white card, and I like clean cards like that. So cards that are white and they have a nice design on it. But it all just looks, for me, it just looks the same ish. So I pick and choose which Futera cards I go for. Do you like the new set? Is that the World Unique? World Unique? I think it's called something like that. I'd get a box to open because again, they seem to have variety in their boxes, which is again, it's a good thing. Like I think they have a nice mixture of cards again, which is also another reason why I do like Futera. I think it's not the same card week in, week out. Like they will mix it up. They will do different players. They'll do lesser known players. They'll do the best players. I do like Futera because of that. I think so. I am a fan of Futera. It's just that I've not bought into them as of yet. I've got money elsewhere. The Beckham card you've just graded better. The Beckham card you've just graded better with PSA than... Yeah, 100%. 100%. This in an 8, better with PSA than SGC. So, if there's any card to have of David... Or one of the cards to have of David Beckham, of any player, is always the rookie card. to get the most value, I would always say PSA. I would always say PSA. There could be comps on it where it might be similar. Well, you know what? I don't even know if PSA SGC have got any, but let me check. That's actually a really good question. I'm saying that now, and I actually don't know what the comp is for David Beckham 1996 SGC 1996. David Beckham SGC. If there is any. I think because so basically so one of the reasons why I say that. All right, let me see if any is sold. All right, so January 24th, there was one that sold 8.5 for $333. 8.5. That was a few months ago. And has there been any others? None others that I can see. So there was one 8.5 at $333. So about I don't know pounds. And then there was a 9.5 at $628. So if I then put PSA, this is where I'm going to be absolutely wrong. And I am. Well, it's slightly higher. It's 100. Well, actually, it's higher. It's $350, but it's also 3 months. So that SGC one was January at $330 or $20. Can't remember what I said. And this is April 14th. Oh, this was 5 days ago, and it was $350. So let's see. And a PSA 9 which sold a month ago, in a PSA 9 was $600. So a 9.5 was $630. I'm trying to think, see any other dates. I'm trying to find one closer to January. Oh, there's one here. So there's one that sold on PSA 8 in... Oh, no, that's February. Where's the January gone? January 1 gone. Oh, there we go. So there was a PSA 9 that sold for... what did it sell for? This is in January. Let me check at 130 point. Great content here. I should have got the screen up, but I'm not that tech savvy to do multiple things and talk at the same time. So, okay, so then the PSA version at that same time period in a PSA 9, remembering that the SGC 9.5 sold for 600, the PSA 9 sold for 1,100. So, yeah, it kind of backs up what I say, ish. I'll take that. So for me, yeah, for cards like this, I go for PSA. I think the design's far too simple. I could design the majority of them, which shows are going to and not going to make. Definitely the London show next week. Can't wait. Week after next, whenever it is. I don't know if I'm going to the Northwest one because it's my mum's birthday, girlfriend's birthday around that time, and then I'm also going to the National as well. So I need to be careful where I go. I've seen some of these Beckhams go to MGC. Oh, really? Oh, fair play. Like I said, MGC are my guys, so I'm... like I said, I think they're going to grow. I think they're going to do big things. And to be there, and I say no one, for me the leading UK grading company. I don't think it's close. So they are the ones that are dominating at the moment. And like I said, I think they've got plenty of growth. Brian, hello. How are you, sir? Long time no see or speak. An 8 in SGC MGC sold for 199. So again, then you see that. So we had an 8 MGC, SGC, PSA, different prices. Prediction on the print run of the Tom Roth Tops Now card. 6,444. I just got what did I get? Yuki Tsunoda. No, not Yuki Tsunoda. Gyan Zhu. Card from Tops Now. It's a guy I am actually starting to PC F1, and it was a print run of 2,000, so I was happy with that. Congrats on all the new gradings. Oh, thank you, Brian. Cheers, mate. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. Big Juzzle. MGC slabs just look very cheap and basic, and I think that even if that was because yeah, like I said, I know, like I said, I'm not daft. I know what people say about MGC, good and bad. For me, it's laying the foundation. You can prove on a slab, get better plastic. You can prove on a label. You can prove on the way you grade stuff. But I think getting your foot in there, I think that's the hardest thing. And staying there and staying at least relevant. You're not going to please everyone. Like I said, I don't like HGA. I've always said I don't like HGA. It's not. They're just not for me. But I get why people do go there. I get why people go to MGC. I get why people go to SGC. I get why people go to the one that I've just said that I can't remember. MGC. I get HGA. I get why people go there. But for me, when I look at my collection, I was at one stage only ever going to PSA. Now I'm thinking about going to CSG. And I think in the next 6 months, anything can happen. Anything can happen. So, yeah. Seen the offer Newcastle made for ESR. Mate, Villa made an offer last year for ESR. Like, it's ridiculous. John, my guy. Hello. Martin. Hello, sir. Right, so these are my 5 slabs. I sent in 5 to economy. I managed to do something for myself, and I sent 5 for economy. I'm either going to take these to the show or take these to the national. They're not major because obviously it's only economy, but they're nice slabs. So let's see what we got. Let me move that to the side a little. Got Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh man. I was absolutely good when I heard the news today of Cristiano, little boy. Really sad. Really sad. So, yeah, I got a 2006 Navarrete Cristiano Ronaldo from the Mundial Alemania. I don't think they really go for that much, to be honest, but I just thought it was really cool to have this in a slab. Look how young he looks. I just thought this was pretty decent. Oh, it's just on the wind up. Just on the Cristiano Ronaldo 2006, which I just think is pretty cool. Like to have an early Cristiano Ronaldo slabbed. I don't think there's many of these slabbed. So that's always nice. Look at this is literally oh my god, 1998 Panini Superfoot. Look at it. Look how beautiful it looks. Oh man. There we go. There my guys, Ronnie, Aiden. Oh, look at him. Thierry Henry, 1998, 7. I think it was pop 1, 2, or 3 higher. I think maybe 3 higher. Love this. Absolutely love this. This is my pride and joy, this. God, look at the kit. Look at the boots. Laces undone. These are Mundials. Oh, oh, the coppers. Oh, there we go. January, mate. January. Time flies. Need one of those Henrys. Oh, Kai, mate. This is my baby now. This is absolutely my baby. 1998. I was talking to Ronnie the other day, and I was like, he's seen one. He's seen a decent one. I just want to get all early Henrys. Anything early. I'm actually not bothered about his. I don't think I've got one Henry auto. I don't think. I don't think I've got one on Auto because he's just got too many autos, and I don't want things where everyone's got. So, I'm maybe take an Eminence. He destroyed Man United. Look at this. This is alright, isn't it? Gem Mint 10. I think this was Pop 1. I'm pretty sure this is Pop 1, actually. 2020 Panini Revolutions, David Beckham, legendary autographs. Take that. On a base. Yeah, they're expensive. They're expensive for what? They're expensive for how many they are, mate. And I've literally like Henry's. There's literally no question. Henry's my absolute favorite player, but like, yes, people just overprice his cards, and I'm just like, nah. Oh, really sloppiest one out there. Oh yeah, I don't mind his auto. I don't because there's some terrible autos out there. I don't mind Henry's auto. I'm trying to see what else I can show you, but most things are packed. So yeah, so that's that. I got that. This is one I'm not too bothered about. This one I'm not too bothered about. But it looks nice. I'm not. When they leave Arsenal like in the way they do, like it makes me not a fan of them really. So I'm not really a fan of. Like I won't collect RV. I definitely won't collect RVP. But this is nice. It looks really nice. This auto super clean, sunburst autograph. Everything just looks quality on this. I love this. Yeah, same. Henry, 100% favorite player. Yep, definitely. Oh, he's out of 10. I forgot about that. Oh, I forgot about this. I forgot this was out of 10. I thought it was non-numbered. Vinny Jr. Vinny Jr.'s got a terrible auto. Vinny Jr. I hate his auto. Like, I just wouldn't want his cards because I just hate that auto. Now the big question, mate. Futera looks bloody amazing. What's your views? I was saying earlier, like I'm not. I like Futera, and I do like some of the world unique cards. And the fact that they're on card autos, there's a lot that I like, but I think they can step up the design a little bit more. Like you not that I'm a fan of these cards. I'm not really a fan of Revolution or where it goes absolutely mental. I'm not, but like I think they can do more. I think they could do more. Futera, but I do like Futera. I really do like Futera. Especially the RVP impeccable with the United. Oh, mate, don't. And that's. Do you know what the annoying thing is? Do you know one of the reasons why I've stopped? So I've not bought any Richarlison for a while because there's these major talks that he's going to Man United, and I'm gonna have to sell my whole collection if he goes to Man United. I'm going to have to sell my collection. Let me just charge my laptop. Which I'll be absolutely gutted about because I've got some decent Richarlison cards, but I'll have to sell up. Like, there's no way I'm collecting a United player. Not a chance. 2021. Wait, what was it? Big win for Liverpool tonight. Phil Jones playing. Oh, yeah. With them all leaving Arsenal in the way they do, is that the players or the recruitment or the club? Oh, it's 100%. It's been the club. It's 100% been the club. Like I said, Arsene Wenger did wonders. That's why when he was getting the hate, he didn't deserve the hate that he was getting, in my opinion. It was 100% the club. 100% the club now. Like, how can you get rid of so many players? Like, our team is weak. Our team is weak. When you have to depend on Eddie Nketiah and Alexandre Lacazette for half a season, and you're still in the position that you are, it's crazy to me. Absolutely crazy to me. But we're only going to go down because we just got too many gaps. We've not got strength and depth. Anyway, this was my last one. This was a decent one out of 10. And again, look at that auto. This guy's talking about autos. John says watching Futera breaks is like watching Antiques Roadshow. My nan's picture frames go. Yeah, I definitely see that. That's quality. Not a fan then, John. Some of the cards, man, are Colin's got me. Some of the cards, man, are class. The base looks so clean, and the quality is so superior to Panini and Topps. I don't know. But like I said, I think Futera are big. Now, by the way, this is an absolutely monster of a card. What I've got here. Can't believe Sancho is on the bed. I'm going to have some coming your way, so no. Fancy grading my Gabriel rated rookie cracked. Do you know I almost started a Gabriel PC from last year's Prism. I got him in like 10 boxes, 10 cases. Sorry, Gabriel. And I was gonna, if I got anything decent, I would have started a collection. But I literally, from 10 cases, 10, 15 cases, I had Gabriel in. I think I got like a red cracked ice or something like that. Something ridiculous. That's why I've not bought any Yuri much at the moment, hoping he doesn't go to... Yeah. I couldn't. I just could not. Right, let's see it, mate. Oh, Grails by Gus. I didn't recognise more Arsenal. Oh, mate, he was embarrassed. And that's the thing, like, again, and there was just people in there who just... it's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But, if I get a Martinelli on Cardozo, you'll definitely get an apology for a Martinelli on Cardozo. That's amazing. Right, let me just get this out of the way because this is an absolute... This is a beast. This is Grails by Gus. Lionel Messi. Some of you may know the card set. Lionel Messi. Crown Royale. Barca days. Let's go. Oh, look at this. Look at the patch. 3 colour patch. 6 of 10. Lionel Messi. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at the patch. That's just insane. Oh. Such a nice card. And to explain how thick is the case? It's a big boy. It's a big boy. It is really thick. It's a big boy case. And to explain the authentic and the auto 10, you look at the condition of the card, and anyone who knows silhouettes, they're notoriously bad cards. So you can see whitening to the corners. The surface isn't great on the cards. You can definitely see on the back the whitening to the edges, to the corners. And there were just marks all over it. So it was never going to get more than an 8. And why have the 8 on there? That looks so much cleaner than it saying 8 and 10. It looks so much better. So now it just says authentic auto 10 because it's not going to make much. It's not going to make a difference. It being having an 8 on here. Now it just looks like, all right, well, yeah, it's been graded. It's got an auto 10. Plus it's a PSA. Plus it's a PSA 10. Exactly, it's a PSA 10. This card's huge. Such a nice card. It's so thick though. You can see it popping out. Why have they graded that and not other Messi autos of the same size? You're telling me like this is what I don't know, and I questioned it because I've had a Messi auto come back and not being graded. And not being graded. So, and again, actually when we're speaking to Gus, everyone was like, we kind of don't know what they're gonna do. But the fact that they have graded it, there we go. But yeah, it's something that I'm dealing with because, like I said, there's someone who sent in a Messi auto, didn't get graded. There was no, it was packed fresh. Tops say it's packed fresh, but they didn't grade it, and there's no explanation. I asked them, there's no explanation. They said they can't reveal anything. I can't see any difference in the auto, but yeah, like I said, they need to explain, because even it stops you then, like, well, I then don't want to send any Lionel Messi's to you. Like, surely you want people to send it, so have a list or something, say, we're not grading these autos at the moment because of this reason, and then list it. This makes no sense. Rejected. Oh, did I say Panini? Oh, you're saying because this is Panini? Yeah. So it was a Topps Gold. Topps Gold. I think it was Topps Gold. I believe. But everything's speculation. They say my argument is that there's so many who, given the opportunity, have other people sign on their behalf. So, like, what was the evidence that said, right, none of these are, because again, it's all on sheets, so they sign sheets. So does that mean any set that Messi's in is not going to get graded? Like, can we get confirmation? Because that will majorly affect the value of future Messi autos. If all the sheets from what were signed from 2019 to 2021 are not legitimate, that's gonna affect the price of the boxes, because you want the box, you want to get it graded. I think it's just, like I said, it's just, there's a lot of hearsay at the moment, and I want to know more on, again, why they're not doing certain things. Grail's my good mega card make, jokes aside, very heavy. So what is the grade for this Messi? A 10. No. So I'll explain it in a minute. What's funniest is look at Cristiano Ronaldo's autos, absolutely different. If you look at his like early Cristiano Ronaldo autos, completely different now. And yeah, because I was actually speaking to a person who works at, went at the UK card show. Panini was there, Topps was there. I didn't get a chance to speak to the Topps guy, but the Panini guy was talking, because I asked him about signings and redemptions and things like that, and he was explaining, like, one of the hardest jobs in Panini is getting people to sign, because even though they're obligated to sign, finding them, tracking them down is really difficult, and getting them to do as many as they need to do, again, is really difficult. So he said it's probably the hardest job in Panini to do that. So I can see why. But then they have that person there to authenticate. So that person watches that person sign whatever that they need to sign. Again, I don't know how the whole process works. He didn't go through the whole process. I don't know what Topps do. I don't know how they authenticate, but that's what he told me. Question. I'm going to answer that question. That's a great question. Would you grade a 1 of 1? But back to Ryan. So what is the grade for the Messi? So we've not graded the Messi card. We authenticated just to make sure that the card is authentic. It's a real card, which it's gonna be. Like it's not. It's obviously not a fake card, so it's clear that it's an authentic card. But it's more so for the aesthetic. Like, that looks better. So basically, that authentic is where the grade should be. So that's where it should say. What does it say on the card? That's where it should say NM near mint 8. It should say it there, right? But because we knew we weren't going to get a good grade, what was the point in grading the card? For it to get a low grade. One of the reasons for protection. One of the reasons is because again, when you get, and again, if we go into the Lionel Messi argument, if it wasn't authentic, it would have got graded. If the auto wasn't authentic, it would have got graded. And that, for me, that just looks so much nicer than it saying 8 and then auto 10, or just 8 in general. Just having that 10 on there, it's a little deceiving, but it looks nice. Was it cheaper just to authenticate? No. It's actually the same price. So it's the same price because they're still looking at the card. Basically, that's their argument, is that they still look at the card in the same way, still spend the same amount of time. So it's no cheaper. It's exactly the same price as whatever that tier is, which is unfortunate. So if it would have gone on economy, express, super express, walk through, it's all the same price. This actually ended up being a little bit more, but that's a different story. Excuse me. Question for you: would you grade a 1 of 1? I think there's much more value in getting a card. I think there's much more value for a number of reasons. Reason number 1, I just think cards look better in a slab. If I've got... I'm always looking around, aren't I? If I've got a one of those cases, easier to transport, it looks better. I'm not just going to get any random slab off the internet. Yes, you can do that, but why when I can get it authenticated? And again, depending on the level of card that you're doing. If I've got a £10 card, all right, I'm not going to send it to PSA. If the card's worth £1,000, and I know I can sell it for, if the card's worth £1,000, and I know I can sell it for around that, I want the right level of slab where the majority of people are going to appreciate it in that slab. So that's why I do that. 2, insurance wise, protection wise, it's better to have it in a slab. So I deal with insurance for grading, and it's so much harder to value and do anything with a car on a raw basis. But because it's been authenticated and graded and valued by a professional company, it helps. And I can say, because I've had a claim, it helps a lot more once the card is being graded. So there's things like that that's not necessarily it's just a 1 of 1. The follow-up question, does it add value? To some people it might, to some people it might not. If some people want that 1 of 1, they'll pay whatever it is for a 1 of 1. But I would say, let's say if it was Panini Prism, where there's several 1 of 1s, if there was the graded 1 of 1 and a raw 1 of 1, I'd prefer the graded one. Even if it was a similar price, maybe if it was £100 more, I would pick the graded one. So I see the argument of why it's not needed, because the way people think of grading cards is, it has to add value. But if value is not the only reason you're grading it, then I would grade a 1 of 1. If it's because you want to grade it to 2x or 3x the price, then it's probably not necessary to grade the 1 of 1, because it's not going to get that much return compared to it being raw, because you set the price for a 1 of 1. If you want to say it's $5,000, you say $5,000. It doesn't change if it's in a slab per se. So, but like I said, I grade it for protection. I grade it because insurance, now more than ever, I grade it for insurance purposes. I grade it because it just looks nicer. So that's why I would choose to grade a 1 of 1 more so than not grade a 1 of 1. But I understand why people don't. Could teach video. Debating whether to get my Arsenal. Oh, nice. Odegaard, 1 of 1 graded. I mean, and again, it depends because obviously you're a collector on it. So like, you'll never sell that card, especially if Odegaard stays with us for a long time. Like that's a card to have for have. But I just think when you're showing off your collection, I just think they just look much nicer in slabs, and I don't just think like I just don't want. I wouldn't, whether it's OCD, whether it's I don't even know, but I would just I would like all my cards to look at least similar. I just don't want to get a plastic case from the internet. That's not going to do anything because there might be there might be a time that you want to sell it. There might be a reason that you want to sell it for. So me personally, I'm definitely for grading all types of cards, whether it be 1-on-1, autos, whether it's for collection, PC. I just don't think it's maybe not necessarily needed right now because I think PSA's price. Well, I know PSA's prices are going to drop. I know there's going to be lower tiers. So if you're not needing to grade now, I don't think there's no purpose to. That's where I'd say the question is different. Is would you grade now or would you wait 6 months? I'd probably wait 6 months because I don't. It's not. It doesn't matter if your card's going to go away for 8 months, 6 months, 5 months. If you're not bothered about selling it, you're just bothered about grading it. If you want to sell, again, it's a completely different question. Did you say you've had an insurance claim? Are you allowed to talk about it? Yeah, I think so. So it was nothing. It was annoying because I already had the cards. So I already had the cards, and Royal Mail have basically lost the cards. There were 3 cards, 4 cards. I won't say who, just in case they don't want to know. It was like three or 4 cards, I can't remember. And there was a tracking number, and it's just not been scanned. And it's been over a month. There's still a possibility it shows up, but I don't want to take that risk. And you can't leave it. I can't leave it any longer. So yeah, I have to claim. And then if it shows up, it shows up. I've had packages, similar things happen, and then it show up 5-6 weeks later. But again, for this one, but they then agreed with the value that we put on it, me and the person who it was, because it was valued. It was already valued by PSA, and there's already comps to show the prices. So for me, insurance, and I've said before to people, insurance is a big thing for me. It was one of the biggest reasons why I came in this grading game, is because I just the security of it is absolutely needed, and I'm paying an arm and a leg for insurance at the moment, or I was. Now it's a split cost, but even now it's still 50%. It's 1.2% you'd pay per card. I then pay another 1.2%, which because I didn't want to give the full thing to the person, but I'm still constantly looking for insurance and changing up and trying to make things cheaper. But it's definitely a big thing for me, and it's the education thing. I think people need to be more educated on insuring the valuables, especially in transit. That's the key. Goods in transit. I think that's the big one. So yeah, that was that. Some fantastic. Got some more cards coming tomorrow or Thursday. I think Thursday, which I'm really excited for. I'm for the people that are on. I've also said, so basically last week has been absolutely crazy, and I think I'll give it a. I'll leave it after this unless there's any more questions. Like last week has been insane. So what happened was, and the reason why this grading's been so late, it's been delayed by a week. Yeah, a week pretty much. Yeah, a week. Exactly a week actually. For every other submission that I've done, I've had 200 cards, 250 cards per submission, and I give myself 2 weeks to grade the cards, pre-grade, talk to the people if they want to make any changes, if they want to send anything additional in, and I've got that time period to do that. So 2 weeks, 200, 250 cards. Boom. Launch the grading club. Card show that weekend. People submitted cards previously. Ended up at the end of the weekend or from Monday, Tuesday, having 600 cards. And they were supposed to go last Tuesday. Was it last Tuesday? Yeah, last Tuesday, I think. I really can't remember the days. Last Tuesday, let's say. So I had 3 times as many cards to grade. Well, not to grade because some people didn't choose to grade. But I had 600 cards to prep and get ready. I had 350 cards to grade. And instead of having the 2 weeks to get them all done, I had 1 week. So I just left myself way, way, way too much to do. So what I'm doing now is I'm completely changing. Now I'm just putting a deadline. So I'm going to be open from tomorrow for people to submit cards. So it gives me, well, till the 10th. I think I'm going to send the next lot, 10th, 12th, something like that. 10th to 12th. And so it's going to give people 20 odd days to send in the cards. And it gives me time to then do them as they come and not to face this issue ever again. Because again, even though everyone was absolutely fantastic and really understanding and just really really good, but and most people in the hobby are anyway. But because of that, because of like I said, I'm always looking to adapt. I'm always looking to get better and do better things. This week was just a lot because of my website's not ready. We're supposed to be ready. I had the card show. I got more cards than I've ever got before. More people as well, so it's not just more cards, it's more people, so more conversations that I need to have, more of everything basically, and not enough time. I am going to be, and I don't think there's many in here, but you may know someone who may know someone. I'm going to be hiring my first employee, who basically the job's going to be like admin, customer service, which again is going to help. It's probably going to be it's going to start off at about 8 hours a week, hopefully going to 16 to 20 in a month, maybe 6 weeks. So if you know but it's going to start remotely, but preference is to have someone who's in and around Manchester, because I'm getting some office space as well, so we can, I've got a whole plan. Yeah, cheers. It's moving. It's moving fast. There's some big things coming. Absolutely massive things coming. But my priority was to get this shipment done. Like it's always and forever always going to be get what's needed to be done for the customer, and that was always going to be my what I strive for. It's literally the mission statement or the values of the business is to look, the customer is number one. Like from my history in customer service, that's the only key for me. So I need to get this submission out of the way, so now I can concentrate on what's coming next. Really got some big things coming up. Like I'm really excited for the next 2-3 months, 2 months even, of what I've got planned. But so yeah, if anyone knows anyone in and around Manchester, even not, I mean, like I said, that it might be a remote position as well, but it's just data entry, customer service. So talking to everyone on the grading club page, Instagram, Facebook page, emails, just to help kind of with that burden of that. So that position is gonna go live in probably about a week, maybe 10 days. So and the thing is, the way I want to build this, the company, is people within the hobby. So I don't really want to go outside. I want people who knows cards and who's love cards and who's passionate about cards to grow this with. So again, anyone who's potentially interested, let me know, and we can take it there. Couldn't have happened to a better bloke. Cheers, mate. Appreciate that. Big things to come. Oh, cheers, Ned. Any updates on the first economy sub? What did you send? Because so basically, I've got. It couldn't be the first one. Maybe the second one. When was it? When was it? Was it March, February? Ned, and thank you by the way. Because these were from. I forgot one. Yeah, these were from January, and these are all back. But these are Aaron's. Those are Aaron's cards. Those are Ollie's cards. These are my cards, and that was from a Super Express. But let me know, or even message me, Ned, and I'll see. Yeah, I'll see where it is because there's an economy session that's out, which is about 70 cards on economy, which went in March, at the beginning of March, and that's currently in grading. So that's probably going to be about another 3-4 weeks. But there's a load of cards on that economy one, so I don't know if that one's yours. Actually, let me just check now. Let me see, mate. Might as well since you're here. Let me tell you right now. Yes, yes, Ned. Yours is. You got 3 cards on the March submission. Mick Schumacher, Camavinga, and Jude Bellingham. So they're on the sub. I don't know if you're in the WhatsApp group. Well, but they're basically grading currently. I think they're going to be about another 3, maybe 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks for it to come back. But yeah, all them are currently at PSA. Mitch, hello, sir. I hope you're well. My friend. Might have been the March, so we still need to organise meeting fairly before you become famous. Yeah, no, of course, mate. Absolutely need to get that. Great idea to bring people in. That's the only for me. That's the only way to grow the hobby. Is like you've got to have the people who are passionate about it. Like we've all had conversations with people who are not passionate about cards, and it's a really tough sell. It's a really, really tough sell to speak to people in the hobby who don't have a love for cards. Or why would I want to surround myself with people who don't love cards? Like it makes no sense. Which service levels were these returns? These ones were economy from January. Technically beginning of February, I think, when they may have first got to PSA. So around March, beginning of Feb, 1 month, 2 months. So about 10 weeks, I think. About 8 to 10 weeks for these ones to come back. These were that one, these were mine. Woo. With its absolute beauty. And then we had Ronaldo, Red Refractor, Beckham, and two guys. Well, one guy I don't know. Apparently is decent. And this guy. And these ship tomorrow. Well, there's going to be plenty. Trust me, there's going to be plenty more things. Plenty. Well, I hope so. Anyway, plenty more positions, and things to grow the hobby. But one thing, because I'm not an admin person. Like I can't do it. I can't. Like I am like. You can see me when I talk. Like I'm just not the admin guy. But obviously, it's something that I've had to do for the past year. I had to do everything for the past year, and now I need to kind of palm that off so I can concentrate more on growth and getting better deals for cards and providing more value for the people that submit. Like I said, there's a lot to come. A lot of ideas, hopefully, very soon. So yeah, so thank you for that. It was only supposed to be on for half an hour again. but an hour and a half later, and we're still here. Things coming up. London Card Show. Hopefully, a lot of you can get down there. That'll be cool. Good to see you. We're good to see you all. I'll be grading. So if you want to bring your cards, absolutely bring your cards, and I'll be doing free pre-grades on the day. Last show was mental. I'll think of a better way to to kind of manage that. Speaking with Harry, the founder of the London Card Show, on Instagram next week. I'll put out a post tomorrow or something. That'll be cool. You know, Harry's a really good guy. Good to have a conversation with him. Then also, I'm open for submissions. So I'll be opening from submissions from tomorrow. I'll put another post out. Again, get your cards in earlier the better. Not going to have the same thing as what happened this time, and it's not going to be a week late. So if I say the 10th is the deadline, 10th of May, that'll be the deadline, and then we'll do that. I'll try and see if I can get another offer in on some. And finally, I'm giving at some point this week, I'll be giving away some free slabs. I'll be giving away some free submissions to the people who entered into who've basically sent some submissions in, some cards in to be graded, just as a thank you for your patience. There's a Wayne Rooney shirt, signed Wayne Rooney shirt, that's going to be raffled off to the people who have got cards in this submission. I'm going to be giving away some free packs for people as well. So look out for that. That'll be coming at some point this week. And again, just as a thank you for your patience and understanding of why this submission's been late. So apologies again for the late submission. It will not happen again, I can assure you of that. And that's it. I'd love to just agreed a deal with a guy for a raw 1997 Panini foot, Thierry Henry. Oh, you're gonna have to show me, mate. Send me a picture, please. You're gonna have to show me that. When I go to the national, I'm gonna try and pick one up. I don't care what grade. I'm gonna try and pick one up. Pop to your DM, Aaron. Nice one, mate. A man of the people. Yeah. I'd love to, but I'm already doing 50 hours, so like I said, plenty more opportunities to come for people in the hobby, I hope. And that's it. We're done. We're done today. I'm what am I having for tea? What am I having for tea? I'm having something decent. Salmon. Cajun salmon today. New potatoes. Just to let you know, I'll leave you with that. And watch that new thing on Netflix, The Anatomy of a Scandal. I'm going to watch one of them episodes as well. And then after that, back to work. So if anyone wants to message me, I'm going to eat, watch the Anatomy of a Scandal. PSA 10 salmon. Yeah, Mrs. cooked well. So yeah, it'll definitely get a PSA 10. Watching that movie Scandal, and then I'll be in my DMs after. So if anyone messages me, I'll reply in about an hour. Love it. Did you pick up any of the Hall of Fame set? Hall of Fame? No, I didn't. I wonder what you meant there, but I know what you mean. Mate, for the last 2-3 weeks, I've not been on eBay. I've not been searching. I've not been doing anything. It's been crazy. This is the longest period of time that I've not looked at my PC. Even if I'm flipping papers or whatever, but even just my PC, I've not looked at anything. I've not bought anything. Like, I missed the Futera Unique stuff. I missed the WWE. I missed anything else. If I've not, the only thing that I've bought, is I bought a box of UCL tops. Tops. And it was cheaper everywhere else, but I bought it from Tops because I wasn't in that mindset to see where people were buying. I think Card King had them for $115. I paid $120, so that annoyed me. I best get a banger in there, but yeah. So no, I've not actually. Have you tried the garlic bread? I've not. You know what? I've not. I'm doing this. I'm not on any I'm not having any bread at the moment. I'm not having any bread at the moment. I need to lose some pounds. Nationals coming up, and I weigh way too much. I weigh way too much. So I need to like shift like 2 stone by July. So I'm on no carbs. Sorry, not no carbs, low carbs. Calorie deficit. I'm only on like 1,500 calories. I'm doing well though. Like I'm eating solid meals. I'm eating solid things. So I'm not like not eating. I'm just being picky about what I eat. So no bread, which is the worst because I'm a bread guy. I love bread. I could have bread morning, noon, and night, which I often did. But well, that's me. So I'm gonna go lunch because again, having 1,500 calories only makes you very very hungry. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna eat, and then I'll be back to messages very shortly. So enjoy your evening, enjoy your day tomorrow. And hopefully, if you've not got your tickets for the London Card Show, get your tickets for the London Card Show because it'd be very good to see you. And yeah, that's it. That's me. So bye. And I was going to think of something really profound to say then, but no, that's it. Bye. Later, Ronnie. Cheers for joining, mate. Hope you all have a good evening and speak to you soon.